Hello, good pals. Happy afternoon. Happy Sunday. Today we are having a cute little tea party in my backyard, and we're going to be debriefing my junior year. First, I'm going to do a little tour of what I have, though. Here I have my cup and saucer. It's empty right now, but we're going to fill it with tea. Then I have my honey. It's made by bees, my favorite animal. I have this little no lettuce salad. It's tomatoes, cucumbers, and Italian dressing. And then I have a pot full of chamomile tea. And yeah, basically we're just going to be talking about my junior year, how it went, and some advice for rising juniors, sophomores right now. Technically, I'm not done with my junior year. I have like 3 weeks left, but you know, I'm like 99% there, you know, I'm close enough. And basically all the things that I have planned for my senior year of high school. But first, let's pour some tea. Let's start by talking about why I don't think junior year is the worst year of high school. Because I feel like if you're a rising junior or a sophomore or a freshman or anything but a senior, you've probably heard that junior year is the worst year of high school quite a bit. But I'm here to tell you that it's definitely sophomore year. Yes, it is definitely sophomore year, and at least in my humble opinion. Because, well, actually I have a little bit of a nuanced position when it comes to the worst year of high school, why I think it's definitely sophomore year, because I took all my junior classes, like honors algebra, honors English, AP World, I took all the junior level classes sophomore year, made sophomore year the equivalent to my junior year, even though this year was my actual junior year, and it took it and it made it so much better. And this year was fantabulous. I cut out a lot of toxicity in my life. I did activities that I only knew would fulfill me, instead of ones just to put things on my resume or add up. But yeah, I only did things that I knew would fulfill me. I don't really know who else is of the position that sophomore year is the worst year of high school, but I don't know if it's genuinely just because I took my junior classes that year, or if sophomore year is genuinely just the worst. The sophomore slump, it's real, guys. I know they use it for college, but it's true for high school too. Don't get me wrong. Also, the reason I took all my junior classes my sophomore year is because then I knew for junior and senior year, I could genuinely take it easy as hell. I knew for a fact that I knew the loudest air conditioning ever just turned on. I knew that if I took my junior classes that year, then the last half of high school would be easy. And guess what? I'm right. I got some of the worst grades of my life sophomore year, and I got some of the best grades of my life junior year. So don't worry, sophomores. If you took all your junior classes, you're good. You're fine. Now, if anyone happens to go watch my last video, which was cleaning my room, I answered a question, and it was why did you start this YouTube channel? And basically it's because all my friends this year are seniors, which means they're graduating soon, which means I'm not gonna have friends next year, so I need something to do, so I started a YouTube channel. I'm gonna be kind of a senior alone, but that's okay, because it's senior year and it's easy. Now, I know it might be weird, but considering I'm not a senior, it's strange the amount of senioritis I already have. I already just want to graduate, get out of here, go to college, perfect any craft that I want to, get a job, get a life, get married, have kids, and I'm geez, you're 17. But honestly, I know when you were a freshman or something, everyone had the same piece of advice for you, and it was, oh, it's gonna go so fast, join clubs and take advantage of it all. And you were like, ugh, no, I want to get out of here. And I'm in agreement about the fact that I want to get out of there, but they were right in the fact that it goes fast. And if you did join a club that you loved, then I'm very happy for you. But I didn't. I don't like high school. This year has been probably the best year of high school so far. And I'm hoping senior year tops it. But we will see, and you'll be here along the way with me for senior year. Now we can talk about some of the highlights, One of the first highlights of junior year was when we went to a field trip to a college kind of around me, and we did some musical theater workshops because it was from a musical theater class, which, by the way, we're very blessed to have. Some of our classes are very niche. They're very niche, and they're perfectly catered for everyone's interest, so I'm very lucky to have a school like that. But yeah, so my musical theater class went to a college near us, and we did musical theater workshops, and we saw their production, and we learned what it's like to be a musical theater major in college, at least at that college. It was wonderful. I met some nice people. I had good times with my friends. It was fun. It was fulfilling. It was wonderful. Another one of the highlights of my junior year was when we went to Cleveland with my arts academy at school. That was a lot of fun. We saw Hairspray the musical. We went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And it was all around just a dandy time. Another one of the highlights of my junior year was just another thing to do with my musical theater class. So we had a project where we could just like create a little small group or solo number to do ourselves at our concert. And me and 3 of my amazing friends did Letters from Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. And I was Natasha. But yeah, it was stellar. It was fun. And we had creative freedom to do whatever we want. We choreographed it. We learned the notes by ourselves. We all costumed ourselves. It was lovely. I liked the freedom. I liked that. I like musical theater class. I'm taking it next year again. Here's some advice for sophomores right now. Take APs. You probably could have already taken APs last year, sophomore year. But if you can, take APs junior year. I bit a fork while I was eating my tomato, and it like hurt my teeth a lot. Jeez. Basically, just take APs. It helps you because colleges will see that, like, even if you didn't score very well on the AP exam, they'll see that you took the AP path, and they'll be like, oh my god, she tries. Like, they'll be like, whoa, she's not lazy. Well, I'm not saying if you don't take APs you're lazy, but I am saying it does make you look really good at colleges. And if you can become like president of a club or something, do it, because that gives you leadership skills. That makes you seem like, oh, she knows how to lead. Whoa. Okay, let's cap it off with things I did not like about this year, because I feel like I've been kind of raving about it this whole time. Things I didn't like about this year. High school's still high school, man. It's not the cliques, the gossip, the everything. It's not gonna go away just because you're having a good time. But I feel like this year I learned to like kind of become above it in a way, because like it didn't bother me as much as it did last year. I feel like half the reason sophomore year was so bad was not only the classes, but you know, high school's still high school. There's drama, there's gossip, there's all that stuff. But I feel like once you become above it, in a sense, then you get over it, kind of. And I didn't completely get over it. Like, it still bothered me when I got bullied and stuff and whatever, but it made me really happy to know that I could kind of get over it and, you know, cry myself a river, build a bridge, get over it. And yeah, you can just be happy. Another thing I didn't like about this year was I didn't really join any clubs, and I do regret that, because I know I was trying to give myself a year off, because sophomore year was hell and freshman year was pretty normal, but I feel like I needed a year off, and I felt like I should have taken a year off in some ways, but I feel like I definitely should have joined some clubs, because now my junior year resume is awful. I mean, I was still in like an academy, I still did like extracurriculars, but I didn't join like, I don't know, sign language club or environment club, or I don't know. I didn't join a club, and it was kind of stupid on my part. So going back to that advice you were probably given your freshman year, join a club, yeah, I would. I mean, it just makes you look good to colleges. But, oh, that's another thing I could talk about. Preparing for college is kind of important junior year, because senior year, you're going to be focused on applying and deciding, and oh, where do I want to go? What school is the best? Who's going to give me the most money? I went on college visit this spring, and I'm going on some more this summer. Just to like tour around colleges, and I found 2 that I really loved, and I never thought I would love either of them, but I really did. And I know some like people who didn't do that, and they regret it, because now they were like stuck in their senior year trying to be like, well, I never been to this school, but they're offering me the most money. But if I went there, I saw the dorms, I saw the dining halls, I saw the classrooms, I saw the buildings, I saw the campus, and they were just beautiful, and it was a smart idea on my part, I like to think. So yeah, I would go around, visit colleges, think about your major too when you're trying to visit colleges. But yeah, definitely visit colleges. So yeah, that is all I'm going to talk about today for my junior year debrief. Thank you for joining me out on my back porch for my little tea party. I've been Hannah, you've been you, and I love you. Goodbye.